I know I'm already a bit of a mess because I have been cleaning my kitchen. It was screaming today that it just needed a little bit of a refresher, a vacuum, a touch-up. I've already started the dishwasher and that's absolutely full, but I thought, hey, let's just do a little kitchen tour for fun. So as I'm cleaning my kitchen, let's walk around what some of my favorite places are in this new kitchen. We just moved in at the very beginning of September, and I could not be more thrilled with this space, but it is going to be an evolution. So where not everything is just the way we want it to be, it's going to happen over time. So it's right around the holidays, of course, and so we still have our advent calendar out right now. My daughter's working her way through it, and we got this little cute plant to put on the countertop, but normally those things wouldn't be there. It would just be my coffee machine and my coffee. My husband doesn't drink coffee, so I get it all to myself. And then my daughter is quite the artist, and she just drew this last night. This is really fun because it actually opens, and you can put, let's see if I can get it with one hand. You can put different artwork in it, and then you just close it back up, and there you go. So she switches that out all the time. I love absolutely everything about this area behind me, and while it is still an evolution, and I literally just started changing some things out the other day, I have a pantry right here, which keeps a large majority of our dry food, and then it's also where we keep our dog food, all the utensils. So let's go take a quick peek. So this is where I keep our toaster, and that's actually a can opener. It's really over the top, but it works, and I just pull this out when I need my toaster. And then actually I have nothing up there, so yeah, I just have lots of space. And this cabinet is dog food central, which looks like it actually needs to be cleaned. It's getting a little bit of a mess, but this is where we keep our extra dog food, and this is where we scoop out our dog food for daily for my puppies. So in my last home, I always felt like I never had enough drawer space, and now I feel like I have too much, and it's definitely a blessing. So in here is where I keep the majority of our utensils and lunch bags, all that kind of stuff that you don't really know where it should go. I have one large drawer for it, so super grateful about that. And we got some cookie cutters that actually we just keep out all season because they're always fun to make little biscuits with, these little cookie cutters. And then I have these little baskets for our extra utensils and those little clips we all need. And then in this next one is just our spoons, forks, and knives. I don't know if I mentioned, did I mention how grateful I am to have a pantry? Never had one before, and even if it's small, I love it. So in here, at the top, we keep a lot of our more junk food, and then sprinkles, all the baking stuff I keep in there. It's a little bit of a mess. And honestly, I'll show you my pantry down here. The baskets work fine. And I'm always telling you guys, if it's working, you don't need perfect. My husband really wants to build drawers that pull out to just be able to access the back, because honestly, where this is extremely useful, and I'm so grateful, it is really deep, and sometimes food can just get caught in the back and you don't remember it's there. So I guess I should be grateful that that's a problem now, because never having a pantry before, I am so grateful. So this one's probably the most annoying right now because I don't have enough baskets to really be able to get in all the sprinkles and everything that we've been wanting to put in there, but it's working. Up there is kind of our junk food area, up high, if you know what I mean, out of reach. And then this is definitely working, but you see how deep it is? It just goes back forever, and you can kind of forget the food that's in there. But we have little baskets to help us organize. And then this is our main snack area where we have a basket in the front for my daughter. And then this is more like my husband and I snacks / some of them are my daughter's. And when those baskets are full, it's great because we just know we don't need to buy any more food. Jordan and I have lived in 1, 2, 3, I think 5 different places, might be 6. And over those years, one of the biggest things that I've noticed is that a lot of my kitchens did not have good lighting. So the kitchen always felt dark and yucky. And honestly, light is so important for my mental health and my willingness to cook and want to be in a space. It needs to be bright and welcoming and happy. So that's definitely something that I've noticed about this kitchen that is way different than anything I've experienced in the past, is having these two windows. All the light just pours in. And then in this corner, this beautiful artwork right here was actually given to me by my grandfather. It's one of the last gifts he gave me before he passed away several years ago. And so that has to be in a very prime position so that I get to look at it all the time. It's one of those sentimental items that brings me joy. All right, so we're gonna be in this, I guess, second half of my kitchen up at the front. I hope the lighting, though it's awesome for when you're in here, it is kind of harsh when you're in here as well. It's just so bright. But up here, we have party supplies up at the top. We have more than normal because it's right around the holidays and my daughter had a party and we had a bunch of friends over. So we have a little more than we normally would, but that's okay. We're gonna use it. And then this has to be one of my favorite areas. Here, come here, I'll show you. So in here, we've organized. This is my Pyrex section. Could not be more happy. So I have my bigger bowls up at the top and they're very easy to reach. They're right there in my grasp. And then down here we have just one of the bigger bowls that didn't fit. And then my lids. So this is not a perfect solution, but I had this little basket already in my house and I thought, why not? I'll just use it. And so that holds all of the tops for all of my Pyrex. And then you can see up at the top, those are some party supplies. All right, so we're gonna go in this little corner down here, which is a very high trafficked corner because you also see my dog's bowls are down here. And in the cabinet right behind me, we have all of our pots and pans right here in this cabinet here. Come on, I'll show you. Okay, so this is the large majority. This is all of our pans right here. I have two medium size. There's my saucepan. This is our brownie making pan. Basically, that's what we use it for. And then my grandma gave me these two over the years, and they're amazing. They're both Cuisinart, and they are so heavy duty and amazing. And those kind of sit right there. I didn't want to push them in the back because I just thought it would be way too hard because they are very heavy. All right, so as I mentioned, we did move into this house really recently. And so honestly, this is stuff that the guy before us left with all of the home stuff. And if I'm gonna be completely forthright, we have not even looked in that drawer because we didn't need it. But this drawer we do use a lot. And this one, man, needs to be cleaned. But it has all of our dish rags and that kind of stuff. So this one is just full of rags. All right, I'm gonna go back down in a minute. I have a couple more cabinets I wanna show you, but if you're in your late 30s, early 40s, then you know the pain that it is of sitting on the floor a little bit too long, and I didn't want to go through that. So we're back up now. In the cabinets right behind me is the bulk of all of our dishware and a lot of our baking utensils, ware, that kind of stuff is all in the cabinets behind me. So let's go check it out. Okay, before I open this, look. My sister-in-law and brother gave me these. Aren't they cute? Little chickens. They have chickens, so it makes sense. But in here, honestly, okay, we have more than this. It looks ridiculously bare. But like I said, everything right now is in the dishwasher from last night because I forgot to set it last night. So the cabinet up at the top has nothing because it's too high for me to reach. But and once the it's called a dishwasher. Once the dishwasher is done, I'll go ahead and pull them out so you can see. I think we have about 5 or 6 dishes and we have 5 or 6 bowls. It's always depending on if I broke one recently, so that tends to go back and forth. And we have 4 glasses, 4 mugs. I have 3 wine glasses, and then we have 4 like just fun party glasses that we got recently. And we've actually been using them a lot. We like to be a little fancy at night sometimes. So honestly, they're probably one of my favorite new additions. And it's amazing, actually, I realized that the glasses, I basically found all of them at thrift stores. And I don't know if you live near a thrift store, but thrift stores tend to have the most fun glasses / really nice quality because people are giving them away. And I'm just saying, you can find some really pretty glasses if you look hard enough at some thrift stores. Oh, and this is like a little gravy boat pourer. Honestly, I don't know exactly what it's perfectly for, but we can use it for gravy. We use it for drinks. It's just fun. Actually, my daughter really likes to use it for her syrup in the morning. So this glass has become one of our other favorites, which was another thrift store find. So I just opened up the cabinet right over the top of our oven, and this is what it looks like right now. Obviously, the things that are closest in the bottom shelf are the ones that I use the most. I love this. This has to be one of my favorite things in my kitchen. I think my dad got it for me a couple years ago. Amazing. Use it all the time. And then up here are just some fancier fun things that we do use, and we have fun at parties. They're just little platters and a juicer. And then, of course, nothing at the top because girl can't reach. So this kitchen, being relatively new to me, is still a work in progress. And there are two things that I just don't think need to go in there anymore. And that is our butcher block cleaner that this stuff I actually use for our spoons that are wooden spoons, and it works really well. And then this is glass top cleaner that the last owner left for us to clean the top with. And I don't think they really belong in that cabinet up there. It doesn't make any sense. It's not where my brain would think to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put them underneath the sink where I just feel like obviously that makes more sense, right? All right, so let me show you what's going on in here. And actually the last owner left a lot of this stuff, like these trash bags, he left cleaner, he left all of these paper towels, he left this detergent for our dishes, and I mean, just a ton of cleaning supplies. And so why would I throw them away? I'm going to keep them. And yes, they are a lot, but we're using them all of the time. And I have some dog cleaner, some more kitchen top cleaner stuff back there. So that's where I'm going to put this other stuff that I found in the cabinet. It just 100% makes more sense for all of those things to go together, right? Yes. So these are the large majority, basically all of our cleaning supplies for our kitchen, for the other rooms, for the bathroom. Almost all of them are right here. Oh, okay. So let's talk about this little cabinet right here because we are almost done on my little tour. This cabinet basically has all of our oils and cooking oils and my cutting board, and then it also holds things like our extra candles we use when we're having romantic dinners, and those little oven mitts that we all know and need and love. Those all go in this drawer right here. Cabinet, not drawer. And our handy dandy fire extinguisher, always necessary in this kitchen. Over on this little side right here, we have my little secret candy drawer, which actually works really well because it's not see-through and it has a top. So often we all forget that there's candy in there and we won't eat it too fast. And then in this drawer is honestly just a combination of all my favorite spices. This, honestly, this is the best. I could put this on everything. You can contradict me if you want, but one of my favorite things in the world is having a clean kitchen that is well organized. It just makes my life so much easier, right? So the things behind me on this side of the fridge, I like to have things on the side of the fridge as reminders because girlfriend needs a lot of reminders. And this is where we'll put like my daughter's artwork she wants to have up there. And then this is a reminder right now that we have these bundt cakes we need to pick up from school next week. So I don't want to forget about it. I know it's in my phone, but it's still possible to forget it. So that's right there. We have a few magnets people have given us and kind of like cutesy stuff that people have given us over the years. And then here, let's scoot back. Up top is where I keep a tray, and I've debated a lot whether I could get rid of this tray or not, but we use it all the time. Every time we have people over, we use it, and we bring things outside when we're barbecuing with it. So right now it's working, it's useful. Up here is a shelf that they actually left for us, which was great because it has the bowl and vase that they're both sentimental to me from my grandma. Have my pathos plants growing, and then actually this jar right here is to collect tops for my daughter's school. Microwave, and then let's look in here. So this is the famous junk drawer. It's got everything that you could ever possibly want. Well, not really within reach, but the things in here are definitely some of the most important things that we need, or an emergency we need. So they're all right here, easy access. Okay, and then last cabinet is right here, and it is our water bottles. And I got this little water bottle thing for my birthday this year, and it has actually changed lives. But no, that's too dramatic. It has been really helpful, and we keep the straws over on the side. And it gives us a limit to how many water bottles we can have, and we know when we're missing one because it's easy, obviously, to see everything. So I think the overall impact is awesome. I love this kitchen. There are a few things I want to change. Mainly, I'd love to change the sink right behind us. It's a stainless steel sink. So hard for me to clean, so I would love some opinions on how you keep yours clean. But in my old house, my husband had put in a beautiful farmhouse sink, and it had one big basin, and I just got spoiled. So it's hard not having that. And so that's definitely on my wish list. Who knows, maybe one day I will get one again. And then obviously, like, the pantry is not perfect. I'd love to do something with it one day and make it a little more functional, but she's working for now, and my husband was talking about making drawers, and I realized it was going to cost a couple $100s, and I just didn't think that was a wise place to put our money right now. So it's probably going to be put off a while longer, if I'm going to be honest. This is my kitchen. This is generally, like, you saw me cleaning it. Like, I posted some things about me cleaning it, and so it's not, you know, it's not perfect. Often things are left out in here, and we get around to it and try to clean it as best we can. Today was just a clean day, and I'm so glad that you guys joined me. Dishwasher is still going, unfortunately, but like I said, we have more dishes than that, or we definitely have plates. And so yeah, so if you have enjoyed this, then come join us here on Minimalist. We are a fun little bunch, and subscribe, and throw a heart emoji down below if you enjoyed this tour and would like some more tours like this of my minimalist house. And of course, I hope you enjoy the next video that's right here, and I wish you guys all the very best.